Alright, hey y'all, it's Pizza Hult, and we're here in the Long Dark, getting ready to do a Pilgrim Beginner's Guide-ish. Uh, I don't think I'm going to cover every possible place to go in Mystery Lake, but I do want to go start there and maybe get around to a few places and give some ideas on what to do. Now, to get an idea of what Pilgrim mode is, we have our description here. For new experienced players most interested in exploration, tuned to be wildlife will not attack unless very important. Allows for feats. But to really see what Pilgrim is, you can go to. And right now we're on Interloper. You see the hardest setting here. Right? We've got low baseline resources, random start, can't start indoors. Very high weather variability, lots of blizzards. The world's going to get colder over time. This is important. We'll talk about that later. But basically, you have to get your fire hot enough to warm you up. You're going to burn through a lot of calories. Be thirsty all the time. Using. Not get a lot of recovery rate. All the bad things that can happen to you. So yeah. And this one is probably the worst. Because you really have to go if you want to play an interloper. This isn't great either. This is the amount of stuff you find just laying around. Right? And this also turns up the chance of finding nothing in containers. So there's a lot of customizability here. Animal spawn rates, their fear, how close they can spawn to you, what, you know. But we're not doing that. We're on Pilgrim. So our baseline resource availability is very high, and that means we're going to be able to find all kinds of stuff. Not only that, there's a big difference between very high and low. So in low, there's things you can't have. Some of the best gear, like an expedition parka. There's certain tools you can't have. You can't have a hatchet or a knife. You have to make those things. However, in the very high mode, not only are you able to get those items, but again, you're able to get some of the top tier expedition coat, snow pants, some of the very best items in the game. And there'll be a lot of stuff in containers. We'll get to that. There'll be a lot of stuff, a lot of good stuff. Starting time of day is noon and clear. You can't really ask for a better time to start. Noon is basically giving you the opportunity to be heading into the warmest part of the day, and evening time right before sunset is probably like the very warmest. Right? And clear weather is good. It's not only going to last but so long, but at least you start up there. You can also spawn indoors, which is nice. I mean, that would be the ultimate start, I think, because then you're instantly kind of safe. Weather isn't going to change too much. I mean, this depends on how you want to approach this, but I like to play in custom more so than the regular modes. But this is fine. Same thing, won't be a lot of blizzards, no problem. The world's not going to get colder over time. So this is the easiest mode, right? Those are just, I think everything is medium on this. Means our fires, as soon as we light it, if it's 1 degree, will be warm enough. Our calorie burn rate and thirst rate are going to be low, which is very important when you're starting out because you need a lot of this to stay alive. The fatigue rate is high. I personally find this to be sort of a setting that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I would think at least medium or low would make sense in the early game. When I play generally in custom mode, this is on low. Not a real big chance to get really high recovery. Not the highest, but pretty good. It won't take us long to recover from things. No cabin fever. I don't play with cabin fever in custom mode either. I think it's dumb. You basically have to go outside every day, and then let's stay inside or do something for a couple days, and there's a blizzard. I don't think that's going to make you crazy. No intestinal parasites. That means we can eat predator meat right from the get-go. That's super important. We don't want to drink bad water. I'm going to turn this off. I don't think this is really going to be a game-breaking problem. Doesn't mean I'll be able to move around the map in certain areas in a way that isn't the way the game is supposed to be played, yes. But if you see the little red mountain sign, just know normally you could break your ankle, but I'm not messing with that. We can get food poisoning, so again, generally speaking, depending on how you want to do this, you can turn this off in custom mode. Broken ribs. Rest is a resource. Our fires won't let us actually go below freezing. So basically, if we get a fire lit, we're safe, even in a blizzard. This is nice. This is sort of like a way to heal. Item decay rate is low. Personally, I think in every playthrough that I'd play custom, it's going to be on low. And if it was very low, I would turn it on low. The trouble that I have is when this starts to go up, especially on very high, this doesn't make any sense. I say this over and over. A sweater doesn't decay in 3 months. Okay, you shouldn't have to spend all your time thinking while you're out trying to explore. Man, I got to get back and not only sew the clothes that I'm wearing, but sew the clothes that I've stored up as spare clothes before they decay, sitting in a dresser drawer. None of that is just game breaking. So that at least is a valuable thing here. Means we got time. This is very high, so this means there's just going to be a real metric ton of just stuff. And since we're playing a Pilgrim, you can find even some of the best gear just laying around. This means that if you turn this up, there's more chances that containers will be empty. We're going to have tons of sticks. We're going to have the best starting gear allocation. I'll discuss that here in a minute. Rifles and revolvers. Lots of plants to harvest. And again, what this does is the higher you turn it, the less likely you're to find more than one thing in a container. Another thing I'm going to do, just because this is a personal thing, I'm going to change this. High fish spawn chance is fine, but just for video purposes, this will be easier for me. We have low wolf and timber wolf spawn. That's fine. I prefer to be medium. We just get a lot more hunting opportunities that way, but that's not what the game does. So. Lots of deer, lots of rabbits. So we have a low bear spawn chance and a low moose spawn chance. I'm going to turn this up to medium, and I'm going to turn this up to very high. Now, again, this isn't what would normally be happening. But I do want to get a chance to hunt a moose. I don't plan on doing this video to, like, 500 days. So I would like to get an opportunity to hunt both bear and moose. Medium doesn't necessarily. I mean, medium actually you're definitely gonna find some bears. Moose spawn very high means at least somewhere there'll be some moose. So again, for video purposes, that's just gonna make that happen. At least that we'll find a moose somewhere. Time to wildlife respawn. This isn't really much of a change, but again, I'm gonna turn that down just a little bit. I really want that moose to show up. You can, in every other mode, slowly but surely, your populations are going to diminish, or quickly, or somewhat quickly. Wolf spawn distance is medium. That's fine. Again, as you go through it can change. Close means they can basically be right on top of you as soon as you walk out. Also, going to give myself a predator grace period. Just because it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to be able to hunt anyway. And it really just keeps things from being annoying. And it actually gives me a little time to set up and possibly find a gun before they start showing up on the map. So basically, I'll start at noon today. Sometime around noon the next day, there'll be monsters on the map. I'll just leave this here so you can read it real quick. Since the animals aren't passive, most of this stuff doesn't matter. Really, like any of it. Self-explanatory. So I changed a couple things. Normally, if I'm spawning in mystery on a pilgrim mode, or with pilgrim settings in a custom playthrough, I'll start in the morning. But you really want to start at noon if this is your first time playing. So we're good here. We got everything. We are going to confirm. We're going to make sure we're in mystery. Yay. Be who you want. I'm always the female. Now, I'm going to add some of these in too. Why? Just because I want to illustrate a lot of things about Pilgrim mode too. So, Pilgrim mode, you give 5 active feats. To get feats, you have to play in the base game. So you have to play in Interloper, you have to play in Pilgrim, Stalker, Voyager. It shows you right there what you need to do. You need to drink 250 coffee. Once you do, you can now experience the effects of coffee, energy drinks, and its stems for 25% longer. Catch 100 rabbits. Your snares are 100% more effective. Travel 621.4 miles. I don't know what that's about. Your stamina bar recharges 20% faster. Now, if you're playing a true beginner playthrough, you won't have any of this stuff. And maybe I shouldn't either, right? But there's certain things that just make my life easier. Will it show a true representation of the game? I tell you what. We'll go with no feats. Alright, let's pop in and see what we can see. Another thing I'm not going to do, I'm not going to pretend to be lost. I'm going to press the button to proceed. Stupid button. Alright, here we go. Sapling. Alright, so let's start out with starting gear. We got a ton of stuff, okay? We've got 2 head coverings. In Italy, we'll start with a covering or we got gloves, we didn't start with like a t-shirt, and it's even 100%, 82%. So this car's not great, but pretty good. And actually, these are pretty warm with a little bit of improvement. So the rest of our gear, we have lighter fluid, matches a log and piece of tender. This is great for fights. We don't need that right now. It's just extra weight. Water jug, can of peaches, and some candy bar. They're both poisonous, or possibly poisonous. We start with a bedroll, flail, water can, and a sewing kit, and a couple of bandages. So you're really pretty well set up here. The problem is I'm getting cold. There's a sapling I want to remember that's back here. I think I might know what I am. Might be by unnamed pond. I think I am. So if we go that way, there's a little house back there. If I go up this way, there's hunting. If this is the case. But I think it's over this way. Something's dead. That's cool. We can maybe grab up some feathers. Cool. So there goes a wolf, or a bunch of bunnies. Oh, I wish I had a rock. The wolves are actually kind of a pain in the butt in Pilgrim mode, because when you want to hunt them, they detect you from a pretty good range. Alright, this is already ridiculous.
Well, this
so
stuff
we
will
have
come in handy.
An arrow, a bow, a bandage, bullet, food, a hatchet, 76%, a whetstone to sharpen it with, and something to make tinder with. We want to start grabbing some shrooms, rose hips, birch bark, etc. There can be a bear in here. Maybe a moose too. Yeah, I think a moose can be back here too. Wolves, deers, and rabbits, oh my, pretty much everything, so. And you wouldn't normally have a grace period, so. So we're gonna get our first cattail. And we're gonna grab that for tinder. You can eat these, they give you 150 calories. They're actually really, really overpowered. And important, we're gonna grab some rocks so we can kill some rabbits. You can use these to intimidate wolves. Or just chuck at them, I guess. If you have a torch. Hold on 1 minute. There's a little cabin back here I want to check out. So I don't need much, and I'm hoping to get a good bit done in the time that I have. I mean, a lot of it's going to depend on the weather. We're going to start grabbing sticks. But I mean, I already have a hatchet. In the very first place that I went to. So when you play on a lowly table, you're hoping for a hacksaw, you won't even have a hatchet. And you need to forge a hatchet. So rolling out and going to your first point of interest. Catching a hatchet's pretty dope. So you see I turned the rabbits up, there's a bunch of rabbits.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
I need that. That's good, it'll help keep fight the wind. Got a little ahead of it. Frontal approach is the best approach. Let's see if we can get one more. I'd like to take them all out, to be honest, but too much carry weight. There we go. Try to get away. Okay, see any saplings for later? Oh no, I got the hatchet. Alright, dead guys make feathers. One nice thing about Mystery Lake is there's tendency on pretty much any level for there to be a fair amount of dead people laying around. That means a chance for loot. But they're also, unlike the carcasses you're going to find, they don't ever disappear, so you basically got a feather farm. So let's loot our first interior. We can go warm up just a little bit. You actually get a pretty good carry weight wise, so grab some bucks. It really increases your, oh yeah, buddy. Muffin, some drugs. Anyway, right now pretty much everything is important. I don't want for anything. Except for some kind of clothing or food. But let's see. But we takes what we gets. So yeah, this coat, I mean, even at its best shape, I don't even know what shape it is. It doesn't matter at this point. But it's really good windproofing. check it out. 61% and it's at 3.3 degrees, so that's pretty good windproofing. Not a lot of warmth. But again, we started in the daytime and it's the warmer part of the day. I know what I want, but I think for this part of the video I'm going to do what is smart. What if you were a beginner to do? But you wouldn't know where to go, so let's just assume everybody's tried this at least one round, or maybe 5. We need a little help. So I have a hatchet. It's only so cold. It's colder. Alright. What I'd like to do is just go to the ranger station. Much higher chance to get clothing. Clothing's really what I need right now to get better clothing. Folks, really at first on that. Food, water, fire, clothing. Right. But there's sort of a way to clear this place out that's a little bit I guess symmetrical, but like more importantly, I'd rather clear out Trapper's Cabin right now. How about that? The fact that I can go check that out, there's 7. First, is very appealing to me. There's a dead guy over there, but I'll probably be back at some point. So yeah, this hatchet is super overpowered to have. Wind too. It's still though pretty warm. The fact that it's this late in the day is really helping me. I could run, but I actually don't mind it being a little late with this much energy, because that means I can get back, or I can get to Trapper's Cabin and then stay up doing a little work. I'm not even going to pretend. I'm going to assume that there's a cooking pot there. Cooking pot. Right now I have like a tin can, or well, an aluminum can. We'll go with that. And then but yeah, I'm Pilgrim, I'm almost sure there's going to be one here. Might not. Let's see, I want to look down here for rabbits, which I can see from here. It's really good. Since I'm going to stay here the night, I have a ton of energy. I'm going to try to kill as many of these rabbits as I can. All of them if possible. What do? You just use the tip of your thumb. And you figure it out from there. The best approach is straight on. But you gotta worry about terrain and probably not getting your rock back. Okay. Like seriously, I really want all these rabbits. Thought one went down here. See these saplings. There's one. They're alright when they're sitting still. I'd rather have them come right at me. Oh, he saw me. Holy shnikes, there's a moose here. There's a rifle in the cabin and some bullets. It's on. You know, that's super hopeful, but it's good to see a moose here. It's kind of random for them to be here. Like, there won't be any moose sign. There might not even be moose sign here in Mystery Lake. Moose sign is a tree that has some rubbings on it. That's how you know there's a moose on the map. Alright. That is fantastic. Like I said, the only thing better is if there's a rifle and some bullets in here. Because I'm going moose hunting. Could be. You never know. Rifle on the wall? Nope. So probably no rifle at all. Snare. Tools. Oh god, I didn't get that. Magnifying
This will
lens.
come in handy.
This means if it's a sunny day, you can use this without using matches. It's not that important in Pilgrim mode, but we'll show you how it works. So MRE, fantastic. Oh! And it's at 98%.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
This could be locked. We don't have a pry bar yet. They give me rifle bullets. Bandage. I'll grab it. I usually like to have 4 on me. Let's see. Did we get a cooking pot? Doesn't look like we got the cooking pot. Oh, here it is. Ooh.
I'll take it.
Love to have one of those in my current playthrough. And my other playthrough. Oh, that's helpful. Couple more bullets. If I had a lantern, which isn't here, sometimes you can find one here. It's like a cooking book.
I think I can use this.
You can read this to advance your cooking skill. More food, a little more food. I think. No. Oh, no, bullet. Sometimes you can find a rifle right here. Not today. This can be locked or unlocked. The loot can be great or crap. It's really just a toss-up.
Okay.
Unless this gun came with bullets. I have 2 bullets. What do you think? Oh well, yeah. Super heavy. Well, that'll help.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Well, this stuff will come in handy. Where'd he go? Oh. Not sure what to do, are you? Me neither. First of all, I'm gonna end up starting this game and breaking ribs. I'd say that was a hit. Please be a hit. Are you kidding me? I missed. How was that a miss? It's gone. Well, you can't say I didn't try. Time. Alright, let's
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
please. Oh man, I really need some water. Well, as far as the first fire is concerned, there's not too much you can do. Uh, you can see that the carbon matches are 75% and the wood are 80, and that's with tinder and a book. If I didn't have the book, it'd be 60% for either the cedar, 45% on the fir, 40% on the piece of reclaimed wood, 60% is a stick. So the sticks and the cedar are about the same. But we're going to go with the book and hope for the best. 80% is pretty good, but in this game it could take like 4 attempts.
Come on, little fire.
Nice.
Perfect.
So we're going to use the fur. It's going to give me a ton of time and some sticks. cooking skill is garbage right now. The better we get at it, the faster everything goes. So while that's doing that, let's take a look at our rabbits here. Now normally you want this to go as long as possible, right? I'm thinking while I'm here, I'm going to show you a little trick too. And as you watch the meat go down, you'll see these tiny little pieces are coming off. Because I'm canceling the action as I clean the animal. And what that does is it gives me a bunch of tiny little pieces of rabbit. Oh, I screwed that up completely. Well, another lesson to be learned. No, I just ate. God dang, I hate this game
I feel
sometimes.
like I'm gonna die.
I don't know that I have anything to work on that right now. Do I? Do mushrooms do it? Nope. Well, so the menus are kind of screwed up with the way that you can go into them. Unfortunately, I just got screwed, so. I don't have any antibiotics. So I'm just going to have to sleep and ride it out and hope I don't die. Anyway, so when I go into my menus normally, let's check it out. As you can see, I can scroll through everything I want. And if you want to go into the menu, you have to press on the controller X to get in there. Now, we go out of the menu. We go back in, as you can see. Remove. But let's say I grab this can and put it down here. When I go back into the menu, it may still be in this menu. I don't know why. But it usually happens with food, and it usually happens when your marker is on raw food. So if we look over here, we have food poisoning. We have a treatment of either antibiotics or the tea. Do I have antibiotics? Oh, I'll be darned. Alright, so we're in luck. We just happen to already have the cure. Boom. We'll take that. But we still need 10 hours of sleep. Don't eat raw meat. On purpose or accidentally. Actually, you can get calories from it. If you're really starving, and I think it's one of those situations where it's like once you're food poisoning, once you have food poisoning, it's not like you can keep getting it, I don't think.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
I know, we're sick. Oh, there's a blizzard. And we ate rancid venison too. That's really good. Anyway, so a good example is here's a big piece of meat. The biggest piece is about 2.2 pounds. A lot of people cut it smaller to help carry around. But the important thing to note is that I don't have any birch bark. Wait, is it mushroom tea? I guess I already took the antibiotics. Torches are important. They help keep you warm. They can actually create a little bit of heat while you're walking around. You want to use them to light fires. If you don't get the fire on the first attempt, this will give you another 2-3 attempts if you need it. So all torches are important. Alright, so now we're going to go to sleep for 10 hours. And hopefully not die. Food poisoning healed. Not too bad. I'm trying to decide what to do. You know, loot-wise. I'm in pretty good shape. Weight-wise, I'm actually not too bad. So let's see. Not a fan of this, by the way. Lucked out.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Damn it. Oh, wow. It'd be still there. Really not. But, man, would it be a score? There's a bear. But the bear probably means the moose is gone. Uh, I thought that might happen. Okay. Uh, not the bear, but I thought the mace might disappear. Yeah, no, if I had just, well, if I'd gone through the safe, could have worked it out. Okay. Decision time. Yeah, it's cold, lady. Get out of here.
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
Well, that's not really the problem, miss. I don't know if she noticed, but it's pretty chilly outside. Oh, there she goes. Yep. Overloaded. No way. Well, the good news is it's early in the day. I got enough water. There's some meat. And actually, I got something to do. I mean, I don't know if perfect is the exact word I would use, but I'm just saying how it feels. Alright, let's see. Wait, do we have anything we can actually eat other than the MRE? No, I guess we get the steak here. It's actually cooked this time. Got two MREs. Yeah. We'll eat the dog food. Hmm. Now, unfortunately, uh, Is it different here? Or did I pick up a can and not know it? Doesn't matter, it's mine. I believe crunching the can like I did without a can opener, you lose the can. You also lose calories. Well, I'd say, you know, what a start. We've seen our first moose, right? Bear. I actually have enough deer carcass right now. I'm in hearing a bear or a moose. That moose is still around. I don't know where, but I hear him. Where's the bear? No, it's the moose. I mean, do I just go for a shot? Do like, man, this sucks. I mean, I think the best shot is going to be a headshot, obviously. It's also like the most dangerous shot. I don't have anywhere to go. Ooh. Looks like a good place to hang out, buddy. Good God. Do not miss. Should I just hit him? I'm just going to shoot this fool. I mean, what? What? I hit him like 4 times. Man, it took off running. This would be a game changer. I mean, if I can get this close and get around this house. Come on, stop. Dude, that was a headshot. He's still running. This damn bear. Are you kidding me? Boo. I cannot believe this thing is still trucking. Game changer. He's day 2. You know, if I get a side, if you don't know, I will get an added 11 pounds of carry. Stay well fed for 3 days in a row. Starve. Oh, it's perfect. I really don't want to get me stomped, but it really might be about to happen. Uh, hey, buddy. Arrow. Put it up with your back. Holy shit. I missed. Nope. Broken ribs. Busted clothing. I mean, I don't even know. Yep. He seems... might be a pretty short video. Holy shit. Yes! Every bit of that was worth it. That just made every bit of that worth it. Okay, we're like too many places to go. Like, holy crap! All right, let me get my arrow. It was basically worthless. Oh, 2 hours. It's too sketchy. Too sketchy. Gotta get the fire going. Wait, is that thing still running? It is. This is so big, I can't even believe it. Get out of here. Alright. Bang. It's absolutely worth a look.
Come on, little fire. Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Okay. All I want to do right now is split this up. And I just need the fire last long enough so I don't get too cold. We want to
This
hide
pack is getting kind of heavy.
and 2 guts right now. And that's probably all I can really carry. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Get out of here, dude.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Well, my plans have changed significantly. This is a huge outcome. I'm sorry I haven't been able to speak. But, you know, I got a lot of stuff going on. And getting a moose on day 2 is... I mean, even for Pilgrim mode, this is just super incredibly unbelievably helpful. I got broken ribs early game. That's not great. My condition isn't great. However, in this situation I'm in, so what's moose I do again? You know, it'll give me 11 more pounds of carry weight. Excuse me, in 10 days. I don't know how many hours to sew the thing. That is such a big deal. Such a big deal. And a ridiculous amount of meat. With an interior not too far away. So, one, I can use that to thaw the meat out and harvest it. And I could also probably harvest stuff by hand, which will give me a really big boost to carcass harvesting. We want to get that skill up because it makes harvesting faster. Both the meat and the guts. Man, I really wish that was open. Oh yeah. Start chucking stuff we need to chuck. I can't believe I smacked that sucker in the face with an arrow. And he was like, yeah, whatever. Thanks, buddy. Wow. Okay. So what I want to do is, I mean, attempt to. This bear is really blowing my buzz here. If I'm honest. Get out of here. Blowing my reality. So for a Pilgrim playthrough, this is, if this was your first time, you might not even have any kind of idea just how. I forgot about these guys. Massive score I've got here. I've got hours and hours of carcass harvesting. I probably can get to levels skill level 2. Well, I know I can get to skill level 2 just with uh, the meat in these bags, but also, I mean, all these rabbits I got sitting over there too. It's ridiculous. Not a good time to have broken ribs, and another issue with it being day 2, on day basically 4 at some point.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
It's probably going to be too slow. Whatever. 2 more bags is 2 more bags. You know what? No. We'll just get this one up here. So, that also adds 11 pounds of carry weight. So, on day 4-ish, I will have 11 more pounds, and that'll help with the broken ribs. And then 10 days, 11 days, however long it takes me to sew as well, we're going to have another 11 pounds of carry weight. That's going to be boss. So tons of carcass harvesting, tons of food skill because we need to cook up the meat. And I want to get the carcass bags harvested as soon as possible. They'll disappear over time. You don't want to leave them inside either. They'll disappear very quickly. So you want to bring them inside, thaw them out, and then pretty much harvest them then and there.
Oh, rest suit, I'm gonna faint.
Oh man. I expect to be running around Mystery Lake, picking up some clothing, showing you some of the first places you should loot. Talking about skill books and why the cooking pot is better than a can.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I was definitely not expecting to get, what, 6 rabbits. So 4 rabbits gets you a pair of rabbit gloves, and 2 rabbits is just 1 rabbit away from the rabbit hat. So if the rabbits are around tomorrow, it would be really great for me to have that down, and I'd be on my way to a moose eye bag and rabbit gloves and hat. I'm gonna have a deer skin too if I can get another deer skin. There's the boots, the third one, there's the pants. It's ridiculous. Alright, what in the world? You know what? I'm gonna call it a video. A lot of stuff to do in the next one. Lots of. Well, I need to get wood so I can cook. A bunch of this meat, and I need to get this meat chauffeured back and forth to here, but that also leaves me with no meat out at the ranger's cabin, but that's alright. Let's have a big pile of guts. That's what I should do. Alright, I'm in the video here in the dark, but in the long dark. I am going to run out and grab those guts because the sooner they're down, the sooner they start curing. So I do need to run out and get those before I drop from fatigue. But yeah, lots of cooking, lots of stuff going on next time. This was an incredible start. I did not expect that. I'm completely a little shaken. So I'll get it together and we'll get back to a beginner's guide to the Long Dark and starting a Mystery Lake on Pilgrim mode. Alright, if you haven't just you saw something, let me tell you what. Thanks for watching, I appreciate it, and if you see this at a later time or date, thanks for watching. Hope you're having a good day, and y'all be good to each other.